Alisha here at AlishaAshley.com. Okay, so today I want to share with you a story that happened when I went to go visit my sister today. So I went to my dad's house to visit my sister. Just going over there saying how she was doing. I was actually going over there to do, my daily work. My marketing and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, well, since my sister's home, I'll just go over there and spend a little time with her and do my work as well. That didn't work. So when I got over there, I pulled out the laptop and everything, and they're like, hey, let me back that up. So it was my sister and her best friend was there. So both of them were like, hey, what are you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. So I'm letting them know, yeah, I have a business now. They're like, oh, okay, cool. So how do we get into the business? They was like, okay, so how do we get into the business and can we work for you? I'm like, no, you can't work for me because it's like your own business. You're your own boss. You tell yourself when you want to work and when not to work. So they're like so confused. And I've told my sister about this business that I'm in several times, but it just seems like it goes in one ear and out the other ear, and she just doesn't grasp any of it. So anyway, we were talking, and I'm just about a question she was asking me. I was like, I know, yeah, she does still have a lot of learning to do. So she was like, yeah, so I know you're making a lot of money online with your businesses and stuff. Could you give me some money? I'm going out of town. And I'm just like, really? Like, you see that I'm making money online. Pretty much doing not much. I'm doing it part-time. And you're asking me, can I give you money? For what? Why do I need to give you money? Cause I'm going on a trip and I could use some extra spending money. Okay, well, I'm showing you what I'm doing so that you can get you can have your own money, you can have your own business. And I guess she's thinking of it as if it's a job, but it's really not. I create my own schedule. I do whatever I want when I want. And it's amazing. I just couldn't believe that something like this would ever exist for me. And it's so easy. It's grandmas and 14-year-olds doing this. This is crazy. A 14-year-old is making thousands of dollars in this business. So I'm just thinking in the back of my head when she's like, oh, so can you give me money? Oh, so you got an iPad, so you really getting money. I was like, yes, I am earning an income, but you can do this too, and it's so easy. But she's just like, oh, well, can you give me some money? So I just kind of ignored her and kept doing whatever I was doing on the computer. So she's talking to her friend, and she's like, yeah, because we're going out of town, and, we need money she's going to Miami or something like that. She was like, yeah, we need money for our trip. And her friend is like, yeah, well, I still got to pay my tuition for school. And I'm just like, wow, you all are still doing that? And then it took me back to when I did do college online. I didn't actually go to a specific college because I was enjoying working my job and still getting, paid from that job, still working 8 hours a day. And then I would come home and work pretty much just like I'm doing now, work on my business. But I would do my schooling. But it just really wasn't for me. So I did a whole year, and then I just stopped taking the classes. So then my dad found out that, I kind of quit college, but I didn't quit. It just wasn't for me. So I just left it alone. But anyway, back to my sister. I'm just like, wow, you all are really talking about this? I mean, it's just really sad. She said some other things I'm just not going to, say, but the conversation that I heard her having with her best friend just showed me that how much more, I'm going to say she's immature. She's immature, and it's sad because she doesn't expand herself. She's not willing to learn, oh, how do you do this? How can I do this? She doesn't think of it as a bigger thing. Your life is not your own life. And when I got that concept, it just opened more doors for me, because I'm like, wow, my life is really not my life. I'm put on this earth to help others. I'm put on this earth to help my parents and to help kids that don't, have parents, and parents who want kids, and, all that type of stuff. I'm here for a purpose. And just with her saying that, and actually, I don't have the book with me, but I was over there and I pulled out this book that I read on a daily basis, right? So I pulled out this book, and then she was like, oh, what's that? So I gave her the book, and she was like, inspirational quotes? What the heck is this? I was like, it's what it is. So it's inspirational quotes. She was like, is that what you be posting on Facebook and stuff? I said, yes. She was like, really? Whatever. So she read one of the quotes. I forgot what it said. I think it said something about inspiring others. She was like, why the heck would I want to inspire others? And I'm just like, wow. I didn't say it to her. I just kept my mouth shut, and I just kept doing what I was doing. But in the back of my mind, I'm just like, wow, Queen, you're not listening? I mean, you're not seeing what I'm doing? I'm trying to help. I'm going to help our family. Like, it's just crazy. So, just from me seeing that, seeing her and her friend like that, I know that there's millions and billions and more millions and whatever people out there that need help. Because as we were growing up, this society has taught us to go to school, get A's and B's. If you don't get A's and B's, when you bring your report card home, your parents are going to whip your butt. Like what I did. I was talkative and I was terrible in math. I brought home D's and E's in math. I just hate math. I don't hate it. I dislike the math. Dislike math. So anyway, I mean, they teach you to go to school, get good grades, and you go to middle school, get good grades. You play sports, if that. You go to college. Well, I skipped high school, but you go to high school, you get good grades. Then you graduate. You go to college, you get a degree, then you get out and you try to find a job, and then once you find a job, you get a job and you have a family, and then every week you go to work, and then the weekends you party on Friday, and then Saturday, and then Sunday you recoup so you can go to work Monday, and then repeat the cycle all over and over and over and over and over again. And that's where I draw the line, because I can't do that. I did it, I didn't like it, and it's just not for me. I'm not going to be put on this this tread thingy, whatever, treadmill that you know, they just have the humans keep doing. I don't like that. I believe that we need to have freedom. I don't believe that you should have your kids going to a daycare and your daycare watching your kids while they grow up. You go pick them up, they saying, oh, little Jimmy walked today. What? I missed that? Did you videotape it? Oh, no, I don't do that. I have other kids to watch. Of course they can't. They watching other kids. That's why you as a parent need to be there for your child. But I just see that the news and just everything will corrupt you if you stay plugged into that stuff. I don't even watch the news. I never did. Actually, now I think about it, I never watched the news. I only watched the news when I was in school, when they were saying, oh, okay, this county is closed today for snow closing. I never watched the news. It was just always stupid. I hated doing current events in school. I hated it. So, I mean, I just never watched the news. And what I'm telling you is, since I never watched the news, I really never had that negativity in my mind. Yes, I had people around me that were like, oh, did you hear about such and such got shot on 37 block or whatever? Yeah, I heard that, but then I would kick it out of my mind because I'm not going to say I don't care, but honestly, I don't care. I don't want to hear about negative stuff. Did I hear about little Jimmy graduate from school? Yes, okay, that's more positive, but in the back of my mind, I really don't care because I'm not into that. I don't care for people getting in debt of, you know, struggling to pay bills and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. It's truly ridiculous. So I just want to close this video out just saying that just from me listening to my sister and her friend talking this morning just about, you know, school, and they're talking about they're going to get a house to rent and all this stuff. I'm just like, wow, if you all would just open a self-development, personal development book, you all will see a whole different life. A whole different life. And she goes out and she parties, and she was talking to her friend, and she was like, oh, such and such having a party this weekend. You going? I don't go to parties. Parties with millionaires, yeah, but I'm not going to no party. We just have two different sets of mindsets, and I'm okay with that. But I'm not going to force it on her. If she's not willing to learn, I'm not going to teach her. It's like I was sitting at the table and she was like, so, what is this business about? And I'm sitting there, I was about to explain it to her. I was like, hold on. I don't have to explain anything to nobody. If you really want to know about what I'm doing, then you get on my list. You get on my email list and you see what I'm doing. You watch the video so you can better understand it. I'm not going to take an hour or 2 hours or even 5 minutes out of my time, whether I'm doing anything or not, to tell you about what I'm doing, for me to waste my time and you sit there and say, oh, okay, so yeah, what we doing this weekend? No, hell no. get on my list and you watch the video and you see exactly what I'm doing, because I am going to change lives. And then, oh my gosh, it's just so much stuff. She was asking me like, oh, so when are you going to have a baby? What? She was like, yeah, aren't you 23? I said, yeah, I'm 23. We're 3 years apart. So she was like, yeah, so when you gonna give me a niece? I said, not right now. Not maybe 3 years from now. She was like, what? Why are you waiting so late? Because I don't want kids right now. If I want kids, I have a godchild that I can go down the street and pick up. And then we can go to Chuck E. Cheese or Jeepers or wherever. I don't want to have no kids right now. I'm not done living my life. I want to get a house. And I want to travel the world. And I want to help millions of people before I have a child. Maybe 3 years from now, and I want to be married. I'm doing this right. I want to be married. I don't want no kids right now. So I'm just like, I just see her priorities is all messed up. You worrying about what I'm doing. You need to focus on what you're doing. But I'm going to wrap this video up because I know I've talked too long, and I can keep going on and on and on about all the stuff she said today to me, which is just ridiculous. But if you are willing to open up a book and just expand your horizons, one more thing. I used to think books were stupid. I don't know where I got this mindset thinking from, but when I was younger, I was always like, books are stupid. I don't want to read no book. Whatever is in a book, I could watch on TV, and that's what my mindset. So it took me a long time to transfer to like books are stupid, because books are amazing. It's your quiet time that you can sit down and read a book. It's your time to get close to millionaires and billionaires. That's your time to get close to them, to see, to feel, and, you know, hear what they have to say up close and personal. Like right now, I'm still reading this book. And it's amazing at how this lady went from $0 to a millionaire. It's amazing, and I love this book. So I am going to pick up this book probably after I make this video, but I just wanted to say that to you all. You all have an amazing, blessed day. And if you all are trying to do something different in your life, if you are tired of the rat race, tired of the whole system over and over and over and over again, I understand. I feel you. I've been there. I'm not in that anymore. And I'm willing to help people who want change. Not people who like, what you doing? I don't want to do that. I don't got time for you. All right, keep moving. People who do want to change in life. And if you are that person, click on the link in the video, in the description of this video, and I look forward to working with you. Not you're working for me, with me. We're partnering up. We're business partners. And we go out into the world and we help more people, because I believe in everybody having freedom. I believe in that very, very, very much so. So I hope you all have a blessed day, and I will talk to you all later soon. Bye.